V'goali yehiyu l'ratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha Adonai Tzuri Adonai. Dang, I did it again. I won't do it in the service. Adonai Tzuri V'goali V'goali Imrefi V'hegyon Lefanecha Adonai Tzuri Adonai Tzuri V'goali V'goali. So with that, we're going to officially enter into Shabbat with a wordless melody and nigun. Nigunim, these wordless melodies, they're designed to just help us sink into a sense of Shabbat, and by getting beneath the wordiness of words and just entering into the world of music and the notes of music that can speak the language of our hearts. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya. La la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la. La la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la la, ya la la, la la. Ya la la, ya la la, la la. La. Ya la la, ya la la, la la. La la la, ya la la, la la. La la la, ya la la, la la. Ya la la, ya la la, la la. Ya la la, ya la la, la la. La la la, ya la la, la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. Ya la la, ya la la, la la. Ya la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la. ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, la la la, la la la. Ya la la, ya la la, la la, la, ya la la, ya la la, la la, la la la, ya la la, la la, ya la la, ya la la, ya la la. As a partly a way of welcoming Shabbat and partly giving ourselves the opportunity to arrive into Shabbat, I'd like us to pause, feet flat on the floor, and to take a slow, deep breath in. And when you're ready to let it out, see if you can let it out even more slowly than you drew it in. Sometimes this practice is referred to as soft belly breathing because one of the tricks is to see if you can soften your bellies on the inhale and then let that breath out even more softly on the exhale. With Shabbat, we have the opportunity to release our breath and come to a place of breathing more easily. Do you think peace requires an end to war or tigers eating only vegetables? Does peace require an absence from your boss, your spouse, yourself? Do you think peace will come to some other place than here, some other time than now, in some other heart than yours? Peace is this moment without judgment. That is all. This moment in the heart space where everything that is welcome. Peace is this moment without thinking that it should be some other way, that you should feel some other thing, that your life should unfold according to your plans. Peace is this moment without judgment. This moment in the heart space, everything that is welcome. Welcome to all of you in this moment of entrance into Shabbat. Welcome all of you online. We open with Yedid Nefesh, Igalena. Please, God, reveal yourself, spread over all of us, sukkah of your love. Igale, gale, gale, now. Ufro, ufros havivi Allah. Etsu, Suka Shalom Gale, 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 na, na, ufros, havivi, Allah, etsu, su, uka, shalom, Gale, 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 ah, ah, ufros, havivi, Allah, ah, ah, etzu, ah, zu, uka, shalom, ah. Normally, I wouldn't want to speak so immediately between songs like this, but Arba'im Shana, Psalm 95, is pertinent because this is the parsha that we're in this week, the one about the spies, where Moses is told, go out and send forth spies to scout out the land. In this psalm, the psalmist is saying, Arba'im Shana Akut Bador, for 40 years, I was troubled by this generation, God says. God says, here is a generation whose hearts have gone astray. They don't know my ways. They don't know my ways. And what God is really expressing here isn't so much a criticism of this one generation, although there is instruction for us in that. But I think God is also speaking to us in the present. God is saying, I desire your trust. Trust me. Have faith. Abayim Shana Akut Bedo Ayomaram Toelevate Abayim Shana Akut Bedo Ayomaram Toelevate Behem Lo Yadu Diracha Behem Lo Yadu Diracha Abayim Shana Akut Bedo Vayomaram Toelevate Abayim Shana Akut Bedo Vayomaram Toelevate Behem Lo Yadu Diracha Behem Lo Yadu Diracha 40 שנה אקוט בדור, ביום הרם טועה לבבם. 40 שנה אקוט בדור, ביום הרם טועה לבבם. והם לא ידעו דרכיו, והם לא ידעו דרכיו, והם לא ידעו דרכיו, והם לא ידעו דרכיו. יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, אז ירדנו כל עצי יער, 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 יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, אז ירננו כל עצי יער, 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 יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, אז ירננו כל עצי יער, 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 יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, יעלו שדה בכל אשר בו יעלו שדה, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, כי נפלאות עשה. הושיע לו ימינו וזרוע קודשו, הודיע אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גילה צדקתו. זכר חסדו באמונתו לבית ישראל. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, כי נפלאות עשה. הושיע לו ימינו וזרוע קודשו, הודיע אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גילה צדקתו. זכר חסדו באמונתו Ato Liven Yisrael Ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la ya la 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 oh ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Fourth line, Psalm 29, at least as we find it in our handouts. Adonai oz la'amo yitain. May God grant us strength. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. May God bless us, God's people, with shalom, with peace. Adonai Amahu Yashar Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Od Leolam Yitei Adonai Yivarech et amo v'shalom. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, 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 Adonai, Lamahu Yashar, Vayeshev Adonai, Melech Leolam, Adonai Od Leolam Yitei Adonai Yivarech et amo v'shalom et amo v'shalom et amo v'shalom. Lai, 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 lai. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Ya la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabla Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad ishmiyanu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad Hashem u'tiferet v'liktila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela לקראת שבת וכוונך כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם ניסוחה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה עליך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה התעוררי כי בעורף ומאורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת מקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת פעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה Welcome. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. Tonight we sing all of the lines in front of us. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. Tov le'odod l'Adonai. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. Tov le'odod l'Adonai. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות Please rise for the Baruch Hu, our communal call to prayer, page 39a, if you're following along at home. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Please be seated. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro mariv haravim. Umavir yom umevir laila, umavdil ben yom uben laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai, Hama'ariv haravi. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Torah u'mitzvot, ukimu mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, Yishachbeinu uve'kumeinu, Nasiach bechukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי חיינו באורך ימינו, באורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, נגע יומם ולילה. ואהבתך לא תסור ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אמת. Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 mi chamocha bailim Adonai mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora Tehilot, Osefele, Nora Tehilot, Osefele, Malhutecha, Rauvanecha, Okeyayam, Lifnei Moshe uMiriam, Ze Eli, Anu ve'amru, Adonai Imloch, Leolam va'ed, Aylai, Ayalalai, Yalalai, Lai lai lai, ya lai 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 la la lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 lai, ya la lai lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Ushmo Teitenu, Uvoenu, L'chaim u'l'shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam, ufroz aleinu, sukkot, sukkot, shilomecha. Oh, 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 oh. Baruch atah Adonai, Apore Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim. Vishamru b'nei Israel et HaShabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בין ובין בני ישראל אותי עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבם, יעמד יברח ירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו, יהי שמי רבם מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיא, יתברך. יתברך, ישתבח, יפאר, יתרומם, יתנשא, יתהדר, יתעלה, יתהלל, שמי דקודשה, לעילא, מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו. We rise for the Amidah. If you prefer the full Amidah traditional words, you can find those in the Siddur on page 47, ending on 52. If you'd rather, you can try out these prompts in the handouts, or you can just put everything aside and daven the prayer that's on your heart this evening. Yehiyu liratzo, imrefi, imrefi, lehegyo libi, lefanecha, Adonai, Tzuri, Adonai, Tzuri, Bikoal, Yehiyu, Liratzo, Imrefi, Imrefi, Lehegyo, Libi, Panecha, Adonai, Tzuri, Adonai, Suri Tegoa Tegoa. So I came across an interesting story this week by complete random chance. It's a story that comes from from Nigeria. It's a traditional folk story, and it's about a classical character that world folk stories contain, the trickster, who just likes to stir up trouble for people, just to enjoy them bumbling over themselves and having difficulties. So the trickster in this story decides to sew himself a cap. It's red on one side and it's blue on the other. And he puts on this cap and he walks right down the center of the village for everybody to see. And afterwards, the villagers are talking to each other and they're like, "Who was the guy in the red cap?" And their fellow villager said, "What do you mean red? That guy wasn't wearing a red cap. He was wearing a blue cap." And they'd start fussing and arguing with each other. Different perspectives can stir up a lot of tsuris for us. This week, we're in the Parsha Shlach Lecha. This is the Parsha where God tells Moses to Shlach Lecha, send forth for yourself spies to go scout out this land that I have promised you, this place where you're going to be able to flourish. You have my word, God says. So God is inviting a little bit of faith. However, 10 of the 12 spies were faithless. They went ahead and they scouted the land, but what report did they come back with? My goodness, what's that? Yeah, they were giants. They were giants in that land. And you know what? We're just grasshoppers. We're going to get smushed, maybe even eaten. That was the report of 10 of the spies. However, there was a different perspective from 2 of them. Joshua, Hebrew name Yehoshua, which has the Hebrew meaning in common with the word for redemption, and Caleb, in Hebrew Kalev, which describes somebody with heart. Joshua and Caleb, Yehoshua and Kalev, go to the same land. They see the same thing that the other 10 spies see. But what report do they bring back? This is a land flowing with milk and honey. Look at all the figs. Look at all the bountiful abundance there. And they come back with more. Rather than coming back with fear, they come back with a message of hope and possibility and determination. We can do this. And even though we know that that generation was told, you can't enter into this land for 40 years, you're going to wander in a desert because we don't think you have the faith. Eventually, Joshua would be the one to lead the rest of the people into the promised land. So the message of this story is clear. There were always multiple perspectives on any situation, any story, anything that we can encounter. And I think that sometimes God is inviting us to cultivate the perspective that allows us to have faith, enter into a land with a full heart, so that we can really live into the promise of the blessings that have been made. Shabbat Shalom. We rise for the Aleinu. This is a call and response, an echo for the first part. V'hashevota el levavecha Hi Adonai Hu HaElohim V'hashevota el levavecha Hi Adonai Hu HaElohim V'hashevota Elevavecha Hi Adonai Hu HaElohim Hu V'nema V'haya Adonai V'melech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu Yireh Adonai echad Ushemo 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 Seated. We bring into our hearts and fold into our prayers the memories of those who are no longer with us. Remembering the memory of Evie Lichter, wife of Alan Lichter. And would you care to share the name? Yeah, thank you. This week, we're observing the yard sites for Arthur Abelson, Frida Ben Avi, Leah Shockno Benedek, Bella Brown, Shoshana Buckwalter, Paulina Goldstern, Jack Good, Miriam Groden, Benjamin Grossman, Max Hafter, Benjamin Hoffman, Bessie Kaplan, Doris Kirk, Ethel Koploy, Louis Kroll, Ralph Lessing, Lois Moses Levin, Bernard Margolis, Tracy B. Miller, Leon Mohill, Edward Netler, Jim O'Donnell, Betty Schlossman, May Shoem, Avram Shore, David Porter Siegel, Diana Sue Singer, Frank Ullman, and Nellie Williams. We're also saying the Kaddish for Evelyn Botkin, Sylvia Gordon, Isidore Fisher, Christine Reed, Harriet Sellen, Frederick Reingold, Kevin Schiff, Seymour Königsberg, Merle Goldman, Gwendolyn Shearer, Sally Abelson, Gilbert Starosta, Yuval Warshai, Barbara Altman, Judith Elkin, Marian Sachs Jacob, Ellen Neil Weiss, Leah Axelrod, Helena Rabinowitz, Barbara George, Howard Rubenstein, Alan Silverman, Otto Weidlinger, Irving Summers, Oded Ostfeld, Irving Kaplan, Harvey Goldsmith, Muriel Gluckman, Daniel Goldstein, Eric Austad, Arnon Zamora, and Evie Lichter. Please join me for the Mourner's Kaddish if you are in mourning and rise at this time. Yitgadal, Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, V'alma Divra Chirute, V'yamlich Malchute, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagala Uvizman Kariv V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Leolam Olamei Almaya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shemei dekudesha b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Da'amiran v'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May their memories be for a blessing in our lives. Meg, have you any announcements for us?
Shalom, Sam.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you so much for coming this evening. I know there are a lot of options for things to do over the summer, but I appreciate your all being here with us. I only have 3 announcements for today. The first one is that tomorrow is Eco Shabbat here in the sanctuary. So if you love the planet and you would like some information on how to continue the efforts on how to save it, please come. We'll have a guest speaker delivering the Devar, and many of our green team and social action committee folks will be davening or reading Torah, and there's going to be a vegan lunch, which we don't often have. So it should be a great morning. Please come if you are available. Next announcement is not next Friday. I was going to say that, but it isn't. It's in a couple of weeks. On Friday, July 12th, we'll have our annual Shabbat in the park, which is at County Farm Park. We'll meet under the big main pavilion. You can bring a picnic. Please make sure it's kosher style. But if you don't want to bring your own food, you can order food from our website after Shabbat. You'll see a link there to order. And then the following morning, Saturday, July 13th at 12:30, we'll have a lunch and learn session called Ask the Rabbis. It's a Q&A with our rabbi, Rob Nadav Kane, and rabbinical intern, Zachary Bernstein, no relation. They'll be holding a Q&A session about conservative Judaism. So if you have any questions you've been dying to ask a rabbi, you may do that at that time. I think you can register ahead of time with your question anonymously or with your name. But if you forget to do that, I'm sure you can bring your questions in person. That's all I've got.
Great, Meg. Thank you. Thank you. In addition to that, the next 2 musical Hora of Shabbat services are going to be Friday, July 19th and Friday, August 2nd. The August 2nd service is going to be a special one because I've been jamming with some musician friends of mine, both singers and other musicians, and we've arranged for them to join me on August 2nd. So if you're able to make it then, it should be beautiful. If you like singing and you enjoy the melodies that we learn here and you care to learn them a little bit more than just what attending a once-a-month service allows for, we gather here at 5:30 every month, just a half hour leading into our service, to go over some of the melodies, learn a little bit about them, and practice some harmonies. So if you're interested in doing that, please let Beth know. Beth is our holy email keeper. Thank you, Beth. And we call the group of people who learn those special melodies the Holy Levites. So if you'd like to become a Holy Levite, feel free. If you're a Holy Levite already, raise your hand, because I know there's one. Yes. Great. So it's a fun group, and you are invited. So with that, we wish each other, those angels of Shabbos who visit us, trying to lend us some comfort as it's available. Help us open to the joy of Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech, Malachei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ulachem l'shalom, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Malachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom online too.